Today we are going to feature our chocolate teas. Hey tea lover, this is Bree coming to you from Umami Gourmet Coffee and Exotic We know that chocolate, strawberry, and roses are three very popular flavors, so we will have several boxes that you can order just to tempt your taste buds, and one of them will be the Chocolate Lovers Tea Box that we are featuring today. Now, you probably thought that you could get chocolate dessert, chocolate cake, you know, chocolate peanuts, chocolate, whatever your heart's desire. If you are a chocolate lover, guess what? We also have chocolate teas. And, you know, I know what you're thinking. I don't want chocolate in my tea, but just give it a try. Trust me, if you try it, you will be hooked. My chocolate teas are so delicious. And I brewed one today. This one is called Chocolate Pear Cobbler, and we will talk about that. It's delicious, but let's get into these teas. Typically, I introduce my black teas in February for Valentine's Day, but of course you can drink them all year round. So because I introduced them in February and I consider, you know, the winter months as our black tea months, I usually have more chocolate black teas than any other teas, but we're gonna go through most of them. I do have a pretty good array of chocolate teas, but let's go through them. So the first one is called Chocolate Truffles, and it's just like it says, you know, it's chocolate, has some hints of coconut, it's laid upon a black tea, it has some cocoa nibs in there. This one is really delicious. This one I think is kind of, you know, the plain one out of, if you could say a plain chocolate tea, this one is the plainest out of the other ones. And then the next tea is called Coconut Mocha Decadence. Now this is getting a little bit more fancy in there. It's a black tea. It has chocolate in there. It has coconut in there, but it also has vanilla. It has more flavors in there, and you can see by the picture, this one is more of a layered chocolate tea. It has, you know, a little bit of everything in there. The other one is just a little bit of coconut. This one, the chocolate and the coconut really play well together. So the next one is called Cocoa Strawberry Hugs. And the reason why I named this that is because I feel like it's kind of a hug in a cup. You know, it's the chocolate in there, which hints the coconut. It's also the black tea, but there's also strawberries in there with a little creamy finish, and it feels to me like, you know, like a hug in a cup. It's really, really good. It's this one is also multi-layered. So we have chocolate dipped pineapples and chocolate dipped strawberries. Yes, we have put it in a tea. Now the chocolate dipped pineapples is, you know, I can say that it's simple, but it's really not. It's chunks of pineapples complemented by cocoa peel with black tea, and the flavors are really sweet and fruity. And the same thing with the strawberries. It's the chocolate, and it's gonna be different from the Cocoa Strawberry Hugs because this one has, you know, like hibiscus and all different flavors in there. But the chocolate covered strawberries, it's just chocolate and strawberries. And that one is a really good Valentine's Day tea. All of these are, but you know. And the next one is a green tea. It's called the Chocolate Pear Cobbler, and that is the tea of today. See that really pretty brew there? It's really good. And this one It reminds me really of a dessert in a cup. So we have, you know, ripe juicy pears, melted butter, sugar, sweet chocolate chips, and it comes all together beautifully in this cup of tea. It definitely tastes like a dessert. Definitely, I added a little bit of sugar to that, and the flavors just really play very well in this. So the next one is Utopia, and Utopia is a black tea mixed with a mate. So this one is going to have more caffeine than the regular black teas do, because mate has more caffeine in it than black tea. So because this is a black tea mixed with a mate, it's going to have more caffeine in it. But this is also a layered tea because it has chocolate, it has caramel, it has toffee, it has hazelnut in there. So there are a lot of really good flavors in there. The mate is a roasted mate. So this one is a much layered tea. And if you see the picture, you'll see the chunks of toffee, you know, the hazelnut chunks in there. This one is really good. And usually, if a customer comes in and say they want, you know, they're used to drinking coffee, they want something different, then I usually will recommend this particular tea, just because it's a little heavier, not too heavy. It's a little heavier than a regular black tea. It goes well with milk. So this one is a really good tea for transitioning or just to drink every day. So the next tea is also a mate, and you know, some of you may be familiar, but mate is an herb. It's one of the few caffeine bearing herbs. So this one is a green and roasted mate, and it's called Chocolate Mate Obsession. Now, this one is roasted mate complemented by green mate. Did I say mate? Okay, let's start this over. It's roasted mate complemented by green mate, cocoa peels, peppercorns, cumin, chocolate, and coconut. Now this one, because of the different flavors in there, it does have a bit of a licorice finish, although, you know, it does not have licorice in there, but it does have a bit of a licorice flavor, so you have to kind of be careful, you know, if you're a licorice lover or if you don't love licorice. Anise, I think, is in there, and I will put it down below if it is in there. Okay, so the next two are just plain herbal caffeine-free teas, and this one is called Chocolate Mint Truffle. Now, it's caffeine free, it's a rooibos, but just think of that Godiva chocolate mint. And there you go. That's what this is. It's a chocolate rooibos with subtle hints of mint in there, and that one is really good. It's also good hot or iced. It's delicious. And then we have cocoa orange. And cocoa orange, the best way to describe it, you have your chocolate, you have your orange. Most of you know what that is. It tastes like a Tootsie Roll, pure and simple. It's really good, no caffeine in there either. And I have one more for you. I almost forgot about this one. This is our only white chocolate tea. It's a white tea that has chocolate in it. It's called Enchanted Evening. With Enchanted Evening, it says, seize every moment as you sip on high quality Bamoudan. I'm not Asian. Surrounded by the exotic flavors of chocolate chips, peppermint, chrysanthemum petals, and layered with chocolate and peppermint flavors. This one is also delicious. Okay, so let's talk about why I'm featuring these black teas or these chocolate teas. We know that you can drink these teas all year round. So what we've done is put all of them in a chocolate lovers tea box. So this is great, of course, all year round, but it's just in time for Valentine's Day too. So I will put all the links down below so that you can order your honey or yourself a chocolate lovers tea box. We know you will enjoy tasting all of our fabulous teas. We hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching, guys. I will see you in the next video.